Hello everybody, my name is Czar, and welcome to Patapon! This game is one I've been wanting to play for a long time, and it's been on the PSP. Unfortunately, I couldn't play it, of course, because it's been on the PSP. But they released a PS4 version of this game, and I bought it right away, and I'm like, oh my god, I've got to play this again. Only to then realize how freaking difficult this is. Patapon 1, the original game, is a lot more difficult than Patapon 2 and 3. Your button presses need to be more precise, and it's more of a focusy game. So, I won't really be talking through this episode, mostly because I'm going to be focusing on my button presses. Because in this game, you really need to focus. You really need to focus on your button presses, and you really need to listen to the beat of the music. I don't know if I'm going to do a full walkthrough of this game or a full playthrough of this game, but I'll have you guys know it's on my list. I don't think I'm going to update this that often, but when I do, you guys will know about it. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into Patapon! Once upon a time, the Patapon ancients, by the power of the Almighty One's drum, gained wisdom, courage, strength, and a secret juju. The Patapon ancients, guided by the great mighty Patapon, ventured to Earthend in search of it. For all the powerful Patapons, no foe was too mighty. No treasure out of reach, and no land unconquerable. The ancients fought bravely in the name of the great mighty Patapon and spawned a legend which lasted generations. But today the Patapons are far from their former glory. If thou hast found, O holy drum, the Patapons shall be your sons. Whether thou hast rhythm or nay, sway thine hips and learn the way. Thine efforts shall bear fruit one day, and Patapons will march and say, Almighty Lord of Patapons, we thank you now for what you've done. Our glory is right back on track, and thank God you signed the Holy Pact. You'll love that. I'm actually really excited to be playing this. Pata pata pata. Oh, it's on. My bad. God damn it. I'm just too excited for this game. Pawn, pawn, pata pawn. Patapons come home! Hopelessly lost and full of despair, the Patapons sent out their bravest in search of the Holy Drum. But on the last leg of their travels, these heroes find themselves on the brink of exhaustion. Mighty Patapon, please help. The Patapons need you now more than ever. Is that a drum? I think I feel energized. Wait, could it be... Oh, Mighty Patapon? I knew you would come, Mighty Patapon. I believed in this with all my soul. Please take this drum. Pata pata pata. I much prefer the mechanics of Patapon 3 over this. Patapon 3 was actually my favorite. Okay, so for those of you that don't understand the concept of the game, this is Patapon. So you control your Patapons with the drum. You give them 4 commands, which is Pata 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 Pon, either square, 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 circle, 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 square, circle, which is attack. Or there are going to be other combinations in the game that you will be able to see. Now, in the end screen here, you'll notice that I have 3 spearmen, and there's a Patapon carrying a flag. For those of you that don't know, that is, I believe his name is Patapon. He doesn't combat. He doesn't do combat. Instead, he carries his flag to boost the morale of the other Patapons. He is pretty resilient. His flag protects him from a lot of damage. So, you can see in the end screen here, the Kaching, received caps, and lost caps, and the spoils. I'll go into this a little bit. So, Kaching is basically currency. Retrieved caps, you can lose Patapon in here. Your Patapon can die, and you can lose them permanently. That is lost caps at the bottom there. Some bosses in the game can actually eat Patapon, hat and all. So you really need to be careful about that. Spoils is just basically items you've acquired throughout the level. So as you can see there, there is one of the 4-beat rhythms that goes on screen. So Pata 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 Pon, the Patapons will sing Pata 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 Pon, and then you do Patapon again, and it's just rhythm is all it is. Patapon and Yaripon, guided by the mighty Patapon, find their way back to Patopolis. Soon it is night, and a feast begins in honor of the mighty Patapon. I'm kind of disappointed that they don't have some of the other things in here. Like, I'm kind of disappointed that they don't have a leader Patapon, like in 2 and 3. Anyway, I'm your loyal servant, Maiden. Please, almighty Patapon, tell us your name. I am Czar. We're grateful that you returned, except we're starving! Please give us food before we collapse and die! You don't even have mouths. Ladies are, go to the hunting grounds through this obelisk. And indeed we shall. Let's go. So, unfortunately, we only have 3 spearmen with us. Which is what we're only going to be starting with as of right now. So, we can't do any more than this, so we might as well just follow a bit of the arc of the storyline. Oh, mighty Patapon, please help. Give the Patapons strength to fight. As you can see, I'm terrible with my button presses. As you can see, the button presses are hard in here. I messed up while I was talking. That is the goal gate. So, unfortunately, as you can see there, I was trying to time my button presses correctly a lot of the time, but unfortunately, you're not going to get the button presses fully on a lot of the times. I don't believe that there is any benefit to this, but I can't be too sure. I'm not exactly sure. But I don't think that it gives you any advantages for getting it fully on, because it's pretty hard to do. We thank you for this sustenance. Everyone make offerings to the great mighty Patapon. We are grateful for this bounty. Let me show you to the treasure storage. Gee, these guys sure are pampering me, aren't they? This is the altar. It contains our offerings to you. Check the altar to view your inventory. So in here we have the basic stuff. We have the two Patapon songs, the Pata song and the Pon song. We have cafeteria meat and tender meat. Now these are used for two different things, which we will get into later. This is the Yaripon's memory, which allows us to make Yaripons, which are spear guys, and wooden helmets, as well as spears, so the basic gear of the Patapons. We have the two drums here as well. So, let's go into another mission here. Unfortunately... Wait. So, we can't use the Tree of Life yet. Okay, so... This is going to be our next mission here, so let's get into this right away. Also, if you quit a mission, it doesn't kill your Patapons. I have heard you can get his weapon, but you need to let him die. His helmet and his hat. I don't think this guy can die. I don't think he can die. I don't know, let's try it. If he can die, that's gonna take a very, very, very long time. Yeah, I don't even see his health bar going down.
Oh wait, it's going down a little bit. So I don't think you can actually let him die. I want to see if this is actually possible. They fall over when you get a note wrong. It's pretty funny. This is gonna take forever. Jeez, you guys got bad throwing arms. Been here so long, it's starting to rain. What is this guy? Like, I'm seriously wondering if he can actually die. Any day now. Question comes is, if this guy dies, can I kill those guys with just 3 of these spear guys? Because they do quite a bit of damage. Stop hitting me, you doofuses! Hit the dude in front! This is painfully slow. If I can get his equipment though, oh my god, that will be awesome.
Oh, it is a mission failed. Ah, I guess you can't do that then. Well, I derped. What the deuce? break this thing open. So we got an iron spear and a steel shield, as well as the memory. It's a shame I couldn't get his sword or his helmet. They thought of that ahead of time. They're like, oh, they're just going to do this, and if they kill him, they're going to get his stuff. So we can't have that happen. That's really unfortunate. Patapon is a legendary hero. If only we could bring him back. Come see our sacred sanctuary. Oh my god. This is Mater, the Tree of Life. Great warriors can be revived here with the memories of the ancients. However, it requires kaching and materials like stone and wood. So, as you can see right there, we got an interesting looking hat right there. So, Patapon here requires cafeteria meat and stone. Now, here's something that I didn't know until just a couple of minutes ago before the episode. You can actually change the items in here. Yeah, that's right. You can change the items and it will give you different Patapon depending on what you use. So if you put a tender meat and a stone in there with 240 kaching, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a bunny pawn. So, as you can see here, we have Yari Pawn and the cafeteria meat. We need to hunt more. After talking to her. What is it that approaches? And blood. Crimson blood. Priestess Maiden. The Zingotons are attacking. The Zigotons, I mean. They are advancing through the forest! Oh, great Zara, please guide us to Earthend. Even if we must face the terrible Zingotons, it is our ultimate dream to see it at Earthend. I don't know what this it thing is, but you have me worried. Okay, this guy. So, this is Patapon, the musician. This guy is actually pretty interesting. Basically, you have to match the rhythm to the tree there. And if you do, you get some good rewards. So let's give him a cafeteria meat, and let's see what we get. Fine nap that was. Is that Patapon Bon? Bo Bon Bon. As usual, my crown itches. Bo Bon Bon. Bon Bon. Sing, dance, and shake that crown. Bo Bon. Listen, hear my song. Hear the rhythm, Bon Bon. Can you keep up, Bo Bon? Bon Bon Bon. Let me hear you wail that horn. Okay, so basically this is a rhythm as well. So, Bon Bon Bo Bon. Here goes. Okay, so he dropped a tree branch for us, and I just love the beginning of that. It's like, oh yeah! I just love the music of this guy. It's really good. So I'm gonna give him one more and see what we get here. If I do this again in the future, I'm gonna skip over the intro here and just skip ahead to when we do the musical part. Ooh, that's actually really good. So what he actually dropped there was quite a rare item that you can get from bosses as well. This is Hinuki. It's a Hinuki timber, which you can use for various other things. Now, there is an item that he can drop, which is very rare. He can drop metals, and he can drop titanium. It's really good if he drops titanium. So, going into the map here, we're just gonna go hunting on the Patapon Plains. So, let's equip our guy with the newly acquired Iron Spear here. Now, I'm gonna make this very clear. Items and armor, especially armor and weapons, are extremely hard to come by in this game. Whatever you get, you have to make use of it. What I mean by that is, until you get the blacksmith, I believe it's the blacksmith, you won't be able to make weapons or anything like that. I'm just hoping that I can get through the game fine without farming and stuff like that. There is an item you can get later in the game, which if you have a bunch of them, they can be really useful. But bosses get harder and harder as you progress in the game. Anyway, this should be enough for now. So let's go and hunt some food. Now, something I want to mention, you guys see that thing there with triangle, circle, triangle, circle. That is a rhythm puzzle. Now, you won't be able to get this until a bit later in the game, as we don't have the triangle item in our inventory right now. We don't have Cheka in our inventory. So, unfortunately, we won't be able to do that. So, I'll go into more details of that later on. Also, as you saw there, the item was fading away. Occasionally items will start fading away if left alone for long enough. You don't want that to happen because if somebody drops a really good item, you're gonna want that. So now that we got a couple of items, yeah, here we go. Patapon's hunt to gain meat and make offerings to the great Patapon. Kachiks yield cafeteria meat, Motitis yield tender meat. Hunt down prey and return to Patopolis to make offerings in the altar. So, I'm going to just do... let's see here. I'm gonna do this. So, I'm gonna try... Oh, I can't do that with Hanuki. Okay, so this is gonna cost me 240. But I get a new Yaripon as well. So, let's see what we get. Oh, we got a frog. So, I guess we can do one more of this. I'm gonna be going out and farming anyway after the episode's over. So, yeah. I believe over time, the tree guy here will allow you to do more and more higher and higher things that you can offer to him, the more you offer to him. Anyway. Alright, so we got a couple more items here. The cafeteria meat. Or not the cafeteria meat, we got a couple more stones, more wood, and cherry tree and Hanuki. So I feel as if that's a good point to end off on. We got a couple more Patapons here that we had gotten. And yeah, hold on. I think I can make 2 more. No, I can't make 2 more Patapons. I'm gonna go hunting and farm up some money as well. So if you guys want to stick around till tomorrow, you know, you can. I'll be updating this after a while. Just after a little bit of farming. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget, if you like the video, be sure to smash that like button. I'll see you all in my next video. Up on the top left is my channel mascot. He'll give you a subscribe button to click if you hover over him. Over on the right is 2 videos that I have previously uploaded. Either that or just random videos that I've done. Anyways, or YouTube recommendations. Either one. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. So, take care, and goodbye. Patapon!